Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome to WrestleGram. This is your boy, the host, not the most, but humble. I do mean humble. The Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Sunday to give you, of course, the Dirtsheet Roundup. This is episode 20. Well, it's kind of creepy. I'm still doing this and whatnot. First and foremost, thank you so much for being a part of the show. If you're watching it today, you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it next week, I truly do thank you. From the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins, I truly, honestly do thank you. You don't have to do this. You do this because you enjoy watching it, watching my content. And I thank you so much for watching the content. There's a reason why I say you're humble. I do mean humble. Okay? There's a reason why I say that. But I will say this, if you want to do anything else for me, go ahead and hit the like button. Go hit the like button and whatnot. Thank you so much. If you don't like it, take it back. But if you do like it, keep it. If you want to do anything else for me or whatnot, go ahead and hit the sub button. If you've already hit the sub button, thank you. If you haven't hit the sub button, why? Go ahead and hit the sub button or whatnot. Go tell everybody else about the show that I love times 12. How about that? And if you want to do anything else for me, anything else for your boy or whatnot, go ahead and hit the notification bell. I do seven core shows each and every week. This is one of the core shows that I do each and every week, you guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. So I love y'all so much. So let's talk about the Dirtsheet Roundup. If you don't know anything about the Dirtsheet Roundup, first of all, thank you for coming to the show. The first time you watching Dirtsheet Roundup. Second of all, what I do is I grab as much as I can from the week that was, and I talk about it, put my own little spin on it, and put my 2 cents on it or whatnot. How about that? If you don't know anything about it now, no, you know. So, let's talk about the first thing, John Cena. John Cena may be coming back. Yay! You know, he may be coming back or whatnot. Of course, they did a 20-year celebration with John Cena about 3 months ago or whatnot. And Austin Theory was there, and he got his shots in at that time frame. I thought that was pretty interesting. I thought that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Austin Theory tweets. They said, "Stop dressing up and do something about it." I like that as well. I thought that was pretty cool. Also, John Cena has clearly said that Austin Theory is his favorite wrestler on the active roster as of right now. He does give his roses where roses are due. And also, if you don't know anything, John Cena is all over the place doing movies. I think right now he is doing The Peacemaker for HBO for that as well. I don't know if this is true or not, but we have seen that Theory does want to be that person to have the last match with John Cena, hopefully on the caliber of WrestleMania. I guarantee that John Cena will oblige. I guarantee he will pass that torch over to Theory. I still think that Theory is the future. I think Theory will be the next needle mover, the God mode, and everything else that comes with WWE. Just a little bit time that they need. You know, he has a lot of go home heat on him right now. But, you know, I do see Theory being that guy. I really do. I enjoy everything about him. I love his special. The only thing that they need to work on, which I guarantee they're working on now, is that the fact that his talking is horrible. And I think it's because of the writers. I truly don't think it's because of him personally, because he has to say the exact same stuff over and over again. Not even him, but the ring announcer has to say the youngest. We get it. You're the youngest person to ever hold these things, and we're happy for you. So, writers, get on your good stuff. Get on the good foot. Let's do something a little bit better for Theory. Cena. I was not a fan of Cena until like the very end of Cena's run, where I respected him times 12. Also, I liked it, the CM Punk and Cena stuff with that. But here's the thing. Cena is... I truly think that he's probably done with wrestling. If he's not, he's on the close end stage of his in ring wrestling. I can't be mad at that, but he has a lot of stuff on his plate now. I mean, a lot of stuff. I mean, I guarantee he's in the next Fast and the Furious movie. I guarantee that, Peacemaker is going to be good again, and they're going to get another season. I mean, Cena's doing really good stuff. So all I can do is just respect him times 12. And, it's whoever want to take him out, let it be somebody that is young, like Theory, and on that trajectory to go completely to the moon. And all I can say is that Theory is that guy. So, I mean, respect is respect. So, other than that, that's about it. Now, we talk about the negativity stuff. I will talk about AEW in a whole at the end of everything I talk about, okay? FDR not happy with TK. Of course, they're not happy with TK. Dax talked about their crazy match that I heard about with New Japan, and they defended the not Ring of Honor, the New Japan tag titles with Aussie Open, and they said that's one of the craziest matches and one of the best matches and qualified probably match of the year as well. But he did get on the mic and he says, Dax said, Tony Khan, we still work for you. Book us, brother. That's what he said on live TV. Everybody had booed when he said Tony Khan, but everybody yayed him because here's the thing. Despite holding the AAA, the New Japan, and the Ring of Honor titles, they have not been seen on TV but 3 times in 1 month, including what was it, Friday, when they had that abysmal match with Gates of Agony, which was not a really good match. But here's the thing. I mean, hopefully Tony Khan listens. I've talked about it, I think, on episode 19 of the Dirtsheet Roundup, where they're not happy. They're one of the hottest people on the roster, and you're not showing them to the potential that they should be. Now, here's the thing: you have an up-and-coming group with the Gun Club or whatnot, which is Billy Gunn's young boys, which are cool. I mean, that's cool, but I mean, that's not a heavy-hitting, team that should be in that prominent spot. They have been ranked number 1 for the longest, and they have not even sniffed a title shot since then. They have 3 belts. Isn't it weird that you have the Acclaim, who is a great group and a great tag? Don't get me wrong. One of the hottest people in the company. But I promise you, if you put the Acclaim against FDR, who are going to get the biggest pop? I will wait. That's the thing. So, I mean, hopefully we get a little bit more. Hopefully there's no contract disputes. Hopefully there's no drama, real drama, when it comes to Tony Khan and, of course, FDR. To me, I mean, if you listen to, I will say this, I'm going to leave it on. Jim Cornette is not the biggest, a lot of people don't like Jim Cornette. A lot of people don't like Jim Cornette. But Jim Cornette is preaching gospel when it comes to AEW. When it comes to AEW, he is preaching gospel. So if you haven't, go and listen to Jim Cornette. Take all the other crazy stuff out of what he says, but trust me, he's preaching gospel when it comes to Tony Khan and just the situation that we're going to talk about at the end of this show, which is, I mean, it's going to take up probably 15, 20 minutes of just talking about that. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. So, Tony Khan has finally put on some big boy pants and grew some huevos and finally says nobody will no longer have can be released from their contract. After the backstage fight between CM Punk and, of course, the Young Bucks, We have been getting a lot of people trying to opt out or get released from their contracts. A lot of people. And apparently, a lot of people have been released from their contracts. Now, we don't know. These are all speculations. But Malachi Black and, of course, Buddy Murphy have been released from the company due to, not wanting to be there and wanting to be at WWE. Now, we did hear back a while back when management said if they want to leave, then leave. Bad thing to say. No, and I even talked about that on one of my my 2 cents, where you need to grow some huevos. You need to stop acting like you are a super mark and start thinking like a Vince McMahon. I have that as well if you want to watch that. But I mean, thank you for finally saying that, and stepping up to saying, hey, you need to do what your contract obligates you to do. I'm not asking you to turn the world. I'm just asking you to do what your contract tells you to do. Now, if you want to leave after your contract, I'm not mad at you not wanting to go after you wanted to go after your contract. But right now, you're obligated to do what I'm paying you to do. So come on. You wanted to be here. Now that Vince McMahon is gone and Triple H is there, which I guarantee it's greener pastures. But I'm just saying, though, you wanted to be here. It's not like he put a gun to your head and said, hey, I need you to sign this contract and I'm going to pay you a lot of money to be a part of my wrestling organization. That's not what he said. It's not what he said. All you had to say was no. All you had to say was do a year contract. I mean, it's okay. Just do your job. Just do your job. I'm not telling you to be friends with everybody. I'm not telling you to shake hands and kiss babies. I'm not telling you to do that. All I need you to do is do what the contract tells you to do. That's it. Now, let's slip on to a part where we're going to talk about it. We have to talk about it. The issue between Sammy Guevara and Andrade. Wow. After all of the craziness that happened last month with the media scrum backstage between Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, CM Punk, all these other crazy people, people getting bit because trying to save a dog, some people getting chairs thrown at them. I mean, all of this crazy that happened in the backstage. Now we have something that's even more or whatnot. So, here's what happened. Andrade spoke with Mass Lucha and was asked about the CM Punk and the Elite situation. Now, he says, this is what he said. I'm going to read it word for word. They are all good with me, but I did have one issue with a wrestler. I'm going to say his name. It was Sammy Guevara. I had issues with him because he came to the locker room complaining we hit him too hard. It's wrestling. Solve it in the ring. If I hit hard, hit me back hard too. I've learned that he came in and that he accused me like a little girl. I learned about it and spoke to him about and asked him if he had an issue with me, but he said he didn't, and that's all that was. It's funny because it's not WWE. Meanwhile, he speaks more on the situation, and he says, for example, Sheamus hits too hard, and all my respect to him because loves to get hit hard and loves to get hit hard and loves the strikes. He's a wild one. He's talking about, of course, Sheamus. Even the Miz likes to throw strikes. Not even John Cena complained about me. So if he didn't complain, imagine a kid who just started. But that's but that's that. All right, so that was on the show. That was on a podcast called Mass Lucha. Apparently, Sammy Guevara heard about it, and he tweets about it. He said, "You are a jobber, a favor hire. Be grateful, bitch." Wow. So Andrade responds, "I said it to your face if you had a problem with me, and you said nothing. I would beat your ass but I'm a professional." They said, "Don't be scared. When I say something, I name names, and I'm not afraid to get fired." Here, oh goodness gracious, oh my goodness. Okay, doke. So Sammy responds back. He said, "You didn't say shit to me, liar. But there's some truth. Here's some truth, you ungrateful prick. You would be jobless if it wasn't for your dad-in-law," which is, of course, Ric Flair, and Charlotte is his wife. "You are really mad at me or mad at yourself for failing to get over for a second time. Go back to WWE like we all know you want to, and fuck off." Oh my goodness. Andrade responds, yes, I have more. Andrade responds, "Okay, I'm a liar. See you Wednesday. I'll tell you in your face, and nothing you say that you do not have any problem." That's what it said. I'm reading it verbatim. So that's what happened with that situation. That was, guessing, at the beginning of the week. That was in Monday. Wednesday comes down, and now Andrade is sent home because there was a altercation Wednesday. So TMZ, which I'm not a big fan of, not a huge fan of. I really not a. TMZ, you hold with a grain of salt. So a fight broke out between Andrade and Sammy Guevara. Words exchanged, and then things turned physical. What happened was Sammy pushed Andrade, and after, this is what TMZ says, Sammy pushed Andrade, and then they started throwing punches. Apparently, nobody got injured. Nobody got a punch landed to them. Now, here's the thing. Wrestling Observer says something totally different or whatnot. There are really two totally different stories about what happened tonight, which was Wednesday. Through many of AEW had a dispute that many people in AEW had a dispute about the TMZ version, and noted that if it was true, then a very special hard belief that Sammy Guevara would not have main evented at the 3-year anniversary at AEW that Wednesday. Also, a lot of members behind the scenes in AEW wrestling and crew are not happy that Andrade was the only one that was sent home Wednesday. Wow. All I can say is this. Andrade, we know you want to leave. But here's the thing. I think you have like 3 years on your contract. Probably 2 years on your contract. You have a ton of time on that contract. Be a man. Do what is necessary for you to do on the camera. Be a professional. Like you said you were. Be a professional. Okay? Understand that there are issues that are with AEW. There are issues with Sammy Guevara. There are issues. Here's the thing. If I had to blame anybody, it has to be Twitter. I mean, I blame Twitter because everybody is grown. If I say something about you, I don't think that you should be upset and go to Twitter behind it, and that's when all of the craziness happens. I can't be mad at Andrade for saying that, he was asked a question. He went left and went to Sammy, and Sammy got upset. I can't be mad at Sammy either because Sammy's just defending himself and saying, hey, that's not what happened. So I don't know. Here's the Jose, the assistant, says everything that what Andrade is saying is true. So, but here's my thing. If a fight happened, I don't care who started it, who finished it. I think both people should have left. Both people should have left. Yes, Sammy Guevara is one of the pillars of AEW. I understand that. But this is not the first situation we had with Sammy. Sammy had an issue with, of course, Eddie Kingston as well. Saying stuff on Twitter that he should have been saying. Eddie got mad, smushed him, had a secret suspension. So, if you call a duck, I guarantee it's a duck. I don't know what more. I don't know a lot about Sammy. I know a lot of what was going on with him and the Sasha Banks crap. I didn't like that. He's getting a lot of go home heat beyond go home heat. I hate the situation where you have a great name like Andrade there and he's not being utilized. Apparently that he was sent home and that was on Wednesday. He was not going. He had a match with 10. The match was career versus mask. That didn't happen. They put 10 with. They changed the script. Put 10 with the Dark Order or whatnot to face Death Triangle for the Trios title. Why? Just make it make sense to me. If Andrade's not happy, Andrade should be a main eventer. But Andrade's not happy. Of course he's not happy. He's sitting there. He's not doing anything. He has all these great people around him to make a great faction. And the story is just not drawing out the way it should. Andrade should be world champion. I said it. Andrade should be world champion. There should not be no tension in his faction. Rouge should be his right-hand man. Dragon Lee should not have been attacked after the trios match. Dragon Lee should be in that faction. Private Party should be in that faction. There shouldn't be an issue with nobody in this faction. Jose should be one of the number one. Jose the assistant should be one of the number one managers in that group. Tony Khan has destroyed a lot of these people when it comes to their characters. That's why Malachi Black's not happy. That's why Buddy Murphy's not happy. That's why FTR isn't happy. And the list truly goes on and on and on. It sucks. It sucks. No, everybody can't be at the top. Everybody cannot be at the top. That is absolutely correct. But when you see the stuff, when you see stuff getting over, then that should be your step to making something good. Andrade doesn't have go home heel heat. He has heel heat. You should be able to tell what heel heat is and what go home heat is. If you looked at that match Wednesday with Sammy Guevara, you can tell that was go home heat. He's been having go home heat since he broke up with was it Anna Jay and got with Ty Miller. It's truly breathtaking. I don't know what more I can say. And I will say this, and then I'll leave on this. I'll leave on what I gotta say. People are telling me that I don't like AEW. That is false. That is false. WWE is the superior wrestling organization. They have proven that not only since Triple H has taken over, but yesterday at Extreme Rules, which is their B-rated show. It's a disaster when you have Bray Wyatt in the palm of your hands, and when everything falls apart, Bray's like, you know what, I'm good. I'm going to go back to WWE. I guarantee with Bray, it had nothing to do with the money and all about to do with mental health. I guarantee that. I enjoy AEW. I really do. I enjoy Kenny Omega. I enjoy the Young Bucks. I enjoy Darby Allin. I enjoy Tony Storm, Jade Cargill. The list goes on and on and on. I enjoy a lot of people. I even though I'm getting tired of Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley is a great world champion. It's just the stuff you can't appreciate the stuff that's on the TV because the stuff behind the TV, the management skills. I mean, it's every time we hear stuff like this, it's like you're taking 10 steps forward and you take 8 steps back. So you only accomplish 2 steps. Yes, AEW 3-year anniversary to me was really good. I enjoyed it. We didn't have CM Punk. We didn't have the Young Bucks. We didn't have Kenny Omega. We didn't have Adam Cole. We didn't have Kyle O'Reilly. There's a lot of people that Thunder Rosa wasn't there, but yet it was a good show. Don't we have any of these people? But you continuously get this stuff leaked out, and it's killing the brand. It's truly killing the brand. All I can say is that we gotta do better. And I keep saying this, but it's true. You have to do better. Tony, I'm gonna say this one more time. And Jim Cornette even says this. You can't be the boss of everything. You're gonna have to give some of that power up. You're gonna have to give some of that power up to people who know how to do it. Your assistant is the number 2 in AEW is an attorney that works for the football organization. You're worth billions. You are worth billions. And you're telling me that you can't find somebody to take over some of those day-to-day operations from you. You're telling me that. Come on. Even though you got all of this backstage drama, you're telling me that your billions can't put somebody in those positions that you can take yourself out of so we can make this work. Chris Jericho should not be Ring of Honor champion. Chris Jericho should not be on TV anymore. Chris Jericho should be behind being management. Jim Ross should not be on commentating. He should not. It kills me with the stuff that we hear every single week. I don't want to do this every single week about crapping on AEW. I don't. I enjoy AEW. But I mean, come on. You got to do better. You got to do better. With Sammy Guevara and Andrade, y'all got to do better. Andrade, you want to leave. That's not the way to leave. You're burning too many bridges. Apparently, you're having beef with AAA as well. You got to do better. Sammy Guevara, nobody wants you or whatnot. I guarantee AEW probably the only place other than the indie circuit that wants you. Got to do better. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all so much. On Monday, you will find out what my 2 cents will be about. That's going to be on Thursdays. Of course, we have the Raw review for Monday as well. I love y'all. The best is yet to come. And until next time, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.